Hey guys, it's Mark from Over the Wildwoods.com. I'm on Pacific Avenue in Wildwood on a beautiful Saturday morning. What is it, August 1st? We're just starting August here. I want to talk to you about a big project that's going to take place here in Pacific Avenue. Another project with hopes of revitalizing the area. It comes to the planning board on Monday, August 3rd at 6 p.m. I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to point out what this project's about. All right, so we're at the 3600 block of Pacific Avenue. I'm going to real quick just tell you what this project's about, and then I'm going to give a lot more commentary. I have the plans for what they're proposing on Monday. So quick orientation, this reddish building here I think is most well known as MT Bottles. In the middle here is 2nd Street Annie's. They opened up in 2017. Big fanfare. They're going to bring that South Philly Mummers feel. They thought they were going to open back in 2019, and they have not opened yet. And then the green building here is the Fairview, one of the last, classic rock club buildings that still has a signage up. There's the little neon sign in the front. I'm going to walk around there in a second, get a video of that. So what this project is imagine all three of these buildings gone. I'm going to get over here in the shade so I don't get the glare. The whole front facade of this block gone and rebuilt with 3 new store spaces down here. And the big thing is it's going to be a 4-story building, and up top 3 rows, three floors of residential units. And the total count of the units is 78 residential units, and I think they estimate a capacity of 315 people living up there. So that'll be up the top. They're very small units. We'll talk about that in a second. So we'll get some of the orientation down at MT Bottles building here. The building will, and then the other kicker is in the back will be a swimming pool, and it's noted on there, there'll be a bar around the swimming pool, and I think I saw the words club. So that over on the North Wildwood, they built the new, Seaport Pier with the big bar and the swim club. I heard it's very, very popular. There's a waiting list to get into that swim club. The young people are really loving that. Maybe the developer of this project is trying to play on that. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Pacific Avenue here and some of the quick history. So back here where MT Bottles was, imagine this is squared off new building. In the corner facing Pacific Avenue would be the entrance and sort of the mini little lounge area, security and the elevators to get up to the other 3 floors. Right here there would be a small store. Basically there would be 3 stores, small, medium, large, and they kind of fit the pattern of what's here already. A small store right here. In the space around 2nd Street Annie's will be a medium-sized store. And then at the end where the Fairview is, there'll be a larger retail space. And following the line of how the Fairview is, more of the store will be on Lincoln Avenue. So up on top again are the 3 rows of residential units. So they don't say if they're condos, but they definitely don't call them out as motel apartments. It says residential units, 315 people, 78 units. So what is that? 26 per floor. And looking at the plans, they seem to fit the pattern of like a motel conversion size. You come in. Let me see if I can remember this. You come in, you open the door, and the door says on the left side of the unit. There's a restroom on the right side in the front. Off to the left would be like a small kitchen running along the wall to the back. And then on the right side of the kitchen, say behind the bathroom would be, it looks like a small seating area, maybe a small living area. So you have like an open efficiency kind of look. And then in the back is a larger room, which to me seems to be the bedroom, because I don't see where else the bedroom would fit in. So maybe that could be like a bedroom multi-purpose room. So there'll be 26 per floor. It's sort of L-shaped. It'll come down here and then go down along the path of how the Fairview sits. And of course they did that again because I mentioned there's a swimming pool going in the back. So the property, they have the Hurricane Bar. Someone else owns the Hurricane Bar behind this property. So I believe that'll all still be there. So again, this is coming up on Monday. What a beautiful Saturday this is. Got to get ready to get back home to get to the beach. So you can see all the way down here. The building is, this side of the building, MT Bottles, goes all the way down to the end of their property. So imagine this only being half as deep, and then there'd be the swimming pool there. So, Pacific Avenue. In its heyday, the 50s, I see it as 2 heydays of Pacific Avenue. 50s, 60s, maybe into the 70s, but maybe in the 60s. This was the spot for national entertainers to come. From all over, any entertainer of that era knew of Wildwood. It was a mecca for South Jersey. I think Cherry Hill, with the Latin Casino, and Wildwood had this sort of, Vegas of the East panache to them, if that's a proper word. The casinos opened up, totally knocked out the Cherry Hill Latin Casino, and it definitely impacted Pacific Avenue. Now, one thing that's saved Pacific Avenue, which starts getting into my era, rock and roll got big. 70s and 80s. So, you know, through that era, there was a ton of cover bands. I have some friends in the did the cover band thing. You know, they would come down here on a Tuesday, set up their band, and they would play, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Dick Lee's and Belmore had the same aspect. So rock and roll was big, and there were just bars lined up down the way. You can see another, I forget the name of that bar down there. I saw the Comp there in the 90s. You can see the white sign, that building. You got the Shamrock Castaways, and there's a building there. Which is for sale, and it looks like it's ready to go. But then rock and roll kind of dwindled, you know, rap and things came in. By the time the 80s come along, so here I am in high school in the 80s, we graduated high school, doing the college thing, and a couple friends and I for 2 seasons rented down here. And in the 80s, what they tried to do is, this entire walkway here, this roadway was gone. This was paved all the way across for several blocks. It actually started way down there, because I can remember walking. Our house was down there. That building there, you guys can't see the signs, I'm sure, but I remember walking through there. This was all paved, no roadway, and they thought they would just turn this into a nice, beautiful pedestrian mall. Nice idea, but when you already have the boardwalk with people walking on, why would they come here? So they did that. They pulled it back, put the roadway back. So long story short, it's been a few decades now. We're into 2020. It's probably been 30 years now. They've been trying to come up with a recipe to bring this back. It's nice. Look, there's a lot of people here. People are riding bikes. So a couple things about this. Like right here, we have the plaza. It's Saturday morning. What a beautiful morning. You have the farmers markets and the craft fair going on. They do concerts and events. There's the empty bottles. Look how close that is. You have that. You have the Deck at Holly Beach Bar, which is an awesome bar. Over here, you have the bowling alley. And I think it's Alfie's Italian restaurant over there. The bowling alley has a bar and a restaurant in there. The boardwalk is right down these streets. There's a carnival going on. So you got Mariners Arcade, the boardwalk, the Ferris wheels here. Some more closed businesses. This is an old bank, but my point being with all of this, brand new development, 78 new residential units, 350 people, 350 making this their home, whether it's the weekends or through the season right here. And, you know, do we see the closed Colleens come back to life? Do we see the Stardust come back to life? Do we see something happening in this lot? You know, it's a good catalyst. I think it's something that Pacific Avenue definitely could utilize and win from. And it's a great location because it's sitting sort of in the middle of the core area of Pacific Avenue. So again, this is happening Monday, 6 p.m. It's listed in the legals as a, you know, coming into the town for the meeting, but when I stopped at the planning board, they told me it would be on Zoom. I'll see if I can get the details for Zoom. So anyway, that's it. 78 units, 315 people, a bar in the back with a swimming pool in the back with a bar. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Just want to say who I am. I'm Mark Matthews. I have a blog up in Camden, Gloucester County called 42freeway.com. I focus on a lot of just new businesses. I have a knack of finding things ahead of people. I'm starting a blog down here in Wildwood. So last week or so, 2 weeks ago, I did a video for Kona Pizza. It went pretty popular here, but I had it on a site called onthebandwagon.com. As soon as I did that, I said, you know what? I really just want to focus on Wildwood. So this is wildoverthewildwoods.com. Wow, W-O-W. And I'm hoping to do a lot more videos, hoping to do more than what I do with 42 Freeway, meaning I'm down here most weekends. We live up in Gloucester County. We have a place down here in Wildwood Crest. Down here most weekends, but you know, I want to do more experience videos, check out some of the places. So business owners, if you know, literally I went to Kona Pizza last night and the guy came out and said to me, half of my business is from you. That's what he told me as he started giving me some free food. So, you know, business owners, if you're interested in, you have something unique about your business and you want me to come in and do a video on it, hey, reach out to me on the Facebook page. I'll gladly entertain it. You know, something new and unique. Well, obviously it's a new business, like the pierogi place. I've been trying to catch up with those guys. Definitely want to get you on there. But if your bar, restaurant, or establishment's doing something unique, let me know. We'll get it online, and hopefully we can get some good play out of it. So wildoverthewildwoods.com. Thanks guys for watching.